Well, hello there. It's that time again. Yes, it sure is. It is time for our weekly tarot and astrology blog here on July the 7th of 2019. As usual, I'm going to go over some Tarot de Marseille trumps and then touch on a bit of astrology. And as always, it'll be interesting, so do please stay tuned in. Okay, in a moment, 3 Tarot de Marseille trumps are going to come onto the screen and cover my face. And the cards that I drew for this week are the Death card, the Empress, and the Chariot. Now, this is very interesting. Okay, we have the Death figure, which is us clearing, chopping, slicing, and dicing, clearing ground. The Empress is looking away from this. She doesn't really want to pay attention to the Death figure. She is just sitting there like a queen, like an empress, with her scepter in hand, the shield in the other, looking towards the Charioteer. And the Charioteer is looking at her, and the horses are turning back towards her. This is very appropriate, a good mix with the astrology, because this week we're going to have Mercury retrograde. We are in it right now on the 7th. Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Leo. During a Mercury retrograde, the best thing to do, the safest thing to do, is to go back over things from the past. Never a good idea to sign contracts. We don't want to make big, long-standing commitments. Doesn't mean life has to come to a halt. You know, we still live, we still do things, we still have to make purchases. You know, this, that, and the other thing. We just try to avoid the really big stuff like a house closing, again, any kind of contract signing, long-term commitment. It's best to hold off on because the thinking can be a bit hazy. So what's good to do is go back and finish stuff you started, maybe during the last retrograde, and never got done. That is the best use of your time over this next 3 weeks, a little bit longer. This one will be until the 24th. Okay, so this is going to be, about roughly a 3-week period. They're always right around that time frame. And then after that, it clears up. So that's what we have going in a nutshell. I'm not even going to make a separate astrology section. There's not that much to go over. Okay, other than the retrograde, we are going to have the moon trining the sun at 3:23 p.m. on Thursday. Now that might be decent because that'd be a good time maybe for an abundance spell. The moon is waxing. Jupiter unfortunately is in retrograde as well, the planet that rules wealth. But we can still give it a go. And working with the sun, that ties in with abundance. So that's something we could do as well. Okay. Other than that, I didn't like any of the aspects this week. Nothing was matching up right. Nothing I would want to particularly work with, but it's still a good time to work with the law of attraction and work on bringing things to us. Okay, well there you go. It was a quick one this week. All right. I really appreciate your support. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning into my tarot and astrology blog. Till I see you next week, many, many blessings.